Hello, everybody. Today I'd like to talk with you about an important topic. I just had the impulse to hop on here because for most of my life I had the core belief of being not good enough, of having to prove my worth, and in general that is a core belief that basically I would say 90% of our world population have, that we are not good enough, that we have to earn our worth, that we have to prove our worth in some way, that we are in general not good enough for having this job, for being in that partnership. And by that's actually a core belief that our society also wants us to have. Because when we have that core belief, the result is that we are in a constant hustle. That's basically the core belief our hustle society is based on. And if we would take the core belief out of that society, the society would not function anymore like it is. That's why we also see in public advertisements everywhere those beautiful women and men and having those super pretty postures and clothes and earning a lot of money and having the super glowy skin and whatsoever. And that is basically just suggesting us all the time that we are not enough and that we have to get something or do something in the external, ideally buy something, in order to be that too, to be worthy, to be worthy of love, to be worthy of being successful and so on. So the core belief of like, I'm not enough, and at the same time our programming that we can seek our or upgrade our value by adding something external to it basically creates a codependent relationship that we're having with society. And we just have the approach of turning outwards to look for external validation and to look for an external way to upgrade our own sense of worth, our sense of worthiness. And the thing is, or the problem is actually, we will never find it on the outside, and society and the system doesn't want us to find it on the outside either. And that's how everything works. Because at some point, if we realize that we do not find our worth on the outside, we would abruptly stop buying and stop consuming and stop fulfilling our needs on the external and also getting our external validation by having a nice car, by working more, by buying stuff. So we would stop doing all that, and that's basically not how it works for society. But more and more people come to realize that even if I buy some nice clothes, and also when I have this amazing boyfriend, or when I have this great job and get this super cool graduation, and I'm doing this vacation and so on, that we feel good when we do that, but we do not get true fulfillment, and we also do not feel more worthy when we do that. And at the same time, when we enter certain relationships, or when we enter certain jobs, or when we do certain projects, very often there are doubts kicking in that suggest us that we are not enough, and that's sometimes the reason why we are self-sabotaging ourselves, moving out of relationships that are actually good for us, or innately think or subconsciously think that we do not deserve the thing that we're having. So this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm of the opinion that the majority of our problems in our modern world comes from the fact that we have an ingrained sense of unworthiness that usually came into existence in our through our early childhood experiences, and that we carry through our whole life. And many, many problems that we're facing these days in relationships and jobs and so on are basically really are being erased when finally coming to a deep understanding and knowing that we do not create or find our worthiness on the outside. And that what we have to do is not buy more, do more in the external, work more and so on, but finally do the inner work. And then when we do everything else on the outside, so all of a sudden gets much, much more juicy and much, much more elevated and much, much more valuable for us. And we can enjoy it much, much more because we know we deserve it. And I don't know about you, but do you sometimes go to events where you meet people and you have this feeling of like, this person, I'm not good enough for this person. Can I talk to this person and put this other person onto a pedestal? Or sometimes when you're criticizing other people and doing it from a place of like, I'm superior, I know it better. All that stuff come from a actually deep sense of unworthiness. So it's really a lot of things that that happens in our life basically is connected with our own sense of self-worth. And that's why it's actually so important to come up with a total new belief around the topic of self-worth. And a few days ago, I was at an ecstatic dance, and the guy who guided us through the ecstatic dance said after the first session, now try to move through the room as if you were a gift, as if your whole being, your whole energy, your whole presence was a gift. And funny enough, a few days ago, I already had this sentence of like being a gift so much present in my field. And I knew this is kind of something I want to work more with. And I began to meditate on being a gift much more. And then this situation happened in the ecstatic dance. And it was so nice to also begin to move and really embody the feeling of like, hey, I'm enough. I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to move in a nice way to prove anybody anything, that I can dance in a nice way, or like that this guy sees me and I'm catching his attention, or like any other shameful impulses that we're having, all that stuff, that's not important anymore when I know that I'm a gift. And actually it's actually we are born as absolutely valuable human beings. We are worthy because we are. And there's no need to prove anything. And we're just a gift, and everybody that came into this world has a deep, deep purpose why coming here. You might not know it yet, but your soul knows, and you are here because there's a greater plan for you. And that makes you worthy already by nature. So the core belief of like, I'm unworthy is actually the most unnatural thing, but probably also a mission that many of us have in this lifetime, from a deep, deep sense of unworthiness, coming back to realizing that actually I'm worthy. I'm so worthy. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of the most amazing life. I'm worthy just because I am, and I don't have to do anything. And I'm also worthy of unconditional love. And that's the new core belief I want us all to have, and really have it deeply programmed into your mind and into your body and into your energetic system, so that everything that you're doing on the outside automatically reflects back your innate sense of self-worth. And you can begin by just using the sentence of I'm a gift and just taking a moment to observe what that does to you. Do you believe it? Is it very far away from you? Can you relate to that core belief, to that sentence? Do you believe that you are a gift, or are there kind of like resistances coming up? I'm like, no, I'm not. Who am I actually? What do I bring to the table? And the work is really to bring this much more into your daily lives, to remind yourself that whenever you have doubts, that to remind yourself that you are truly, innately valuable and worthy, and you don't have to do anything for that. I like to work a lot with meditations, with affirmations. I like to work with yoga nidra to plant core beliefs like that into the subconscious. I like to work with Theta Healing in my work to erase old, outdated core beliefs of unworthiness that have accumulated through our lives, and replace them with core beliefs like I'm a gift and everything I do is valuable. And you know what happens when your whole system is vibrating on the frequency of I'm a gift? When your whole system, each and every cell in your body knows that you are a gift, guess what happens? You no longer need to beg. You no longer need to hope that someone is going to ask you out. You no longer need to fight for something. You can let go of things that do not see your worth and people who do not see your worth. You know what you bring to the table. And from that place, everything changes. Sometimes it's not so easy to really exchange those core beliefs just by, I choose a new core belief. Sometimes it requires a little bit of a practice. Try to feel that also emotionally. When you're meditating, try to feel all the emotions around how it is to feel as a gift. And also, many people who come work with me struggle with their own work because they think, what am I really contributing to my job and everything? And who wants to buy my offering? What am I really contributing? And that's exactly when you know your own worth, when you know what you bring to the table, then this question just goes away. It's not there anymore. And you know that your work is a gift, that your energy is a gift, that your presence is a gift. And when anybody that you're meeting or dating or hanging out with does not see that being in your presence is a gift, this person you lose interest in that person automatically, because you know how valuable your presence is. And I wish that for everybody to have that deeply in your system, that knowing that you are a gift and going through life, navigating life from that place, and allowing life to reflect that back to you, your own sense of self-worth. It's being reflected by all external projects, but by everything that you do. And you begin to attract different people. You begin to attract different jobs. So I encourage you to carry that affirmation with you, but not just as an affirmation that stays just a sentence. Use it as an affirmation that comes alive, that becomes a vibration that you plant into your heart when meditating. And whenever you have time during the day, think about it. Whenever you meet people and you have the tendency to put other people onto a pedestal, remind yourself of the fact that you're a gift and act accordingly. Whenever you send out an email about a project, about an application, know or remind yourself that you are a gift. And everything will change. The vibration changes everything. The vibration changes the words that you're picking, the body posture, and the energy that is being planted into your email that you're sending. And when the energy changes how you're doing things, that's also something that is being reflected back to you. So try it for a few days. Try it to, if you do one thing, then really carry this affirmation, I'm a gift, through your life and see what happens and allow miracles to unfold. Let me know if that works. I also recorded a meditation, a yoga nidra meditation about planting that into your subconscious mind. I'm a gift. And I will post a link down in the comments, down in the caption. And you can download the meditation and do it every time, in the morning, in the evening, during the day, and really allow that to sink into your subconscious. Let me know how that works. And I wish you all a deep sense of worthiness that you can remind yourself of